Okay, everyone. Apex the Grey here, just to give an update on where we are with things as we come into a new day, new session. I've tried to change the content screen up a little bit just to kind of keep things all in one view. So at the bottom we've got our current P&L and Qcoin of our live trade. On the left hand side we've got Bookmap, so showing the zones of liquidity where things are. And also kind of in the main screen we have trading view, and we'll start with trading view. So markets opens up at 2:30. They were shaping towards I guess bearish momentum. If you look right now at 3 o'clock opens up, and it's always a challenge, at least at half two UK time, that is, when a New York Stock Exchange opens, to figure out which way the markets are going to go, because ultimately what you tend to see is the market maker maybe trapping traders into thinking the price is going to go one way, and then we'll reverse it. So I always try, if I'm not generally in a trade, I will normally at least wait until that settles down. And right now you could kind of see we've had some good upward momentum last few days. That's correlated with the MFI rising up and becoming really overbought, at least on the 4 hour. So I'm pretty confident we're going to come back down. And if we look, this is let's see if I can just shift that up a touch. You can see how did we get to this point as our take profit. Well, if we use the fib retracement, we come for the local swing low to the swing high, which is here, and it puts us right on the golden pocket zone for where we want to take our profit. You have to excuse me, I've been sick as a fucking parrot for the last maybe the last week. I just haven't felt right. Boo-hoo and all that nonsense. But anyway, we're not here to talk about me whinging. We're talking about the plan. So what is the plan? $500 to $5,000. Our first trade was not great. We had the plan, just missed out narrowly on getting filled and then getting stopped out. We were $55 down, so we were starting our second trading session at around $445. So we have a little bit to make up. This gives us roughly about $188 profit. We got in here. I think we got in about a couple of days ago. So we've been in this trade now for a couple of days. As I said in the previous videos, this isn't. I'm not putting any time frame on this. We just execute plans based on sound technical analysis, and also looking at Bookmap in terms of where we are with liquidity zones, where we think potentially the market might move, and whether we need to change things up a little bit as the plan starts to come into fruition. So right now I'm happy where we are. We've got a little bit to go. It's not a massive move. It's a few hundred points to where we need to get to. Good thing about today is there's no fundamentals really that is going to affect the markets, not in any kind of great way. So what we're seeing at the moment is really trading on technical analysis rather than any rapid sharp spikes up or down based on any fundamentals. So these are oftentimes my favorite days to trade, because I don't really it's almost like gambling, if I'm honest. You're gambling on the news that's going to be favorable to your conviction on whether you're trading to the upside or the downside. But that's not, you can go either way. So it is kind of like gambling in that sense. So what do we look like on the hour? This has been a real challenging area since we've got above it. In the past, this was a good line of resistance for us, which now hopefully if we break through and get our second candle below that, would present us with a good line of resistance to the upside. So right now it's been support. So hopefully we're trying to break through that. this has been a really, really difficult area. We're right on that 20k. It's fundamentally it's a very, very big round number that a lot of traders kind of trade around. So it's challenging to break through. I expect this isn't going to be an easy move, but I'm still bearish. I really am. I don't see anything in the short term that's changing that. OPC are reducing, just as an example, the OPC have came out and said that the manufacturing of oil is reducing. That's the energy sector. That's quite a negative towards production in energy. So normally that's going to slow down the economy even further. And the byproduct of that is obviously negative sentiment. So there's a number of things that are affecting, at least short to medium term. I think when the next FOMC meeting comes out, again, I think that's Friday. I need to double check that. If I'm honest, I'm hoping that we're out of this trade by then, and then we can kind of recoup, see where we are, think about our next position, and then move on. So, seems that pretty much all I want to talk about in this session. Plan is still there. We haven't really diverted from it in the last few days. Let's hope we get some good movement and we snag our take profit, and then on to the next one. I think that's it. Nice quick short one for me, guys. Have a nice day, and yeah, feel free. I'm not going to be one of these YouTubers, by the way, say smash that like button, hit that subscribe, blah blah. Honestly, I really don't care if you subscribe or not. This isn't for you. This is for me, selfishly as that is. I'm here to just try and test myself and document and journey my progress and see if I can not be that stat of 95% of all traders fail. I know why that is, by the way. It's emotions, it's greed, it's not knowing when to take profit, it's not knowing when to get out of a losing trade, all of those things together. And by the way, I have been subject to all of those things in the past. And how I've traded in the past, just as a bit of insight, is purely on liquidity, in the sense that I don't use stop losses. I look at whatever my total value is, or what I've got in my account. I will use 25% for my initial trade at whatever leverage, 20x, whatever, and then I will wait to see where that liquidation point resides, and then when I'm getting close to that liquidation point, I'll then use another 25% of my total account, which will split the difference between where the liquidation point is and the entry level. So that's kind of hedging your bets and bringing your entry level to a better position, but also your liquidation to a better position. But that only gives you 4 entries, and usually that's quite a profitable way to trade, although it's very risky because depending on what your leverage levels are, depends on how far you can spin that opportunity. Eventually you will get stopped out, and whilst I've grew accounts quite quickly, I've also got knocked out quite quickly. So this is a naked, full journal document. Whether I do it right or wrong, or what mistakes I make along the way. Ultimately, it's a very binary outcome. Either number one, yes, I will make me 5k, great, big tick in the box, lessons learned, all that kind of stuff we'll try and capture, or will be, I failed, we lost, we didn't execute the trade well, emotions got in the way. Either way, it's just a live documentary on how that looks. So one way or the other, it will be transparent, and that's all I've got for you, but we'll see on the next one. If we snag this tonight, I will do an update and a quick video, but unless anything changes, that's what the plan is. Okay, brilliant. I will speak to you soon.